Now, the International Monetary Fund has once again come to Pakistan's aid, approving a loan of $1.3 billion in a 28-month deal to allow the country to address and mitigate climate change. The IMF has also gone further, reviewing an existing bailout whose first tranche would free up an additional billion, taking the total disbursement to over $2 billion. Pakistan had previously come to the brink of default back in 2023 due to a political crisis that was compounded by a significant economic downturn, skyrocketing the country's debt burden. Pakistan was only saved by a $7 billion bailout program from the IMF, which was its 24th deal since 1958. Although the deal came with stern conditions to improve tax revenue and cut popular power subsidies, now both the new loan and the existing bailout require approval from IMF's executive board, which is expected to give the final clearance, with the IMF issuing a show of confidence in its statement regarding the agreement by appreciating what it called Pakistan's significant progress in restoring stability. This, of course, comes after the earlier $7 billion package was followed by Pakistan's pledge of it being the nation's last loan from the international lender. My colleague Ajay Jandyal with us on the broadcast to share more details. Ajay, bailouts after bailouts to Pakistan. Once again, it's not looking very good for them.
That's true. It's not looking very good for them. But the way basically they are taking money from other countries, international monetary funds, once again giving them a lot of money, that indicates that how they can convince people and what seems to be the motive. And even those who are giving money, on what ground they are giving money, because everyone knows that how Pakistan is using the money for terror infrastructure and terrorism to spread terrorism in other countries. So that is a big question. And this money which basically comes to Pakistan, what Pakistan is going to do with it? Because most of the time what we have seen that Pakistan's journals, Pakistan politicians, they are most corrupt in the world, and they basically make money and then go abroad. So that is what they are doing. But as far as the people of Pakistan is concerned, they are in the worst condition. And if you see that what is happening in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Balochistan, and Pakistan occupied Kashmir, even people are crying for the food. So this is the situation in Pakistan. So those who are giving money and international communities must see that where they are spending this money and for what purpose they are doing it.
Now, of course, we've been running some rather interesting statistics as viewers could see on the screens. We can show that once again. Pakistan has, of course, been taking loans from several countries, including the UAE, including China, including Saudi Arabia. There's also now the IMF loan, fresh IMF loan that has been given out. The total GDP of Pakistan stands at $374.6 billion, and the total external debt as of 2024 is $133.455 billion US, which means that their external debt to GDP ratio is 35.7. Pakistan owes China about $28.786 billion US. It owes Saudi Arabia $9.2 billion US, UAE $2 billion, and the IMF, of course, $7 billion, after which this fresh tranche has been put out. Joining us on the broadcast is Dr. Sharat Kohli, a senior economist. Of course, I've walked you through these figures, but Pakistan has been struggling on a lot of fronts. It is on a brink of an economic collapse. It's suffering through low forex, high inflation. Its currency is depreciating as well. We see regular interference from the Pakistani army as far as their politics is concerned. Pakistan has been rocked by terror attacks as well. Recently, we've seen what's happened in Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Do you think they will continue to keep begging the IMF for a bailout after bailout, even though the IMF has now said that it hopes that this is the final deal?
Well, good morning, Pia, and good morning to the viewers of NewsX. I think Pakistan has been using its clout, in IMF to get these bailouts after bailouts, because every lender, when it lends money, it has to ensure that the money comes back. which is not the case in case of Pakistan, because this money is never going to come back, which is why it baffles people across the world as to why a lending agency can keep lending, knowing very well that this money is not going to come back. It's just going to go down the drain. Probably it's the strategic location of Pakistan or the clout it has because of being an Islamic kind of a nation, having clouts with Islamic nations, or, having soft corner. We've seen recently America also had the new Trump administration has got a bit of a soft corner for Pakistan, which came as a bit of a surprise. But then, yes, the money is just simply going nowhere. Pakistan is suffering from inflation. It is suffering from a debt crisis. It is suffering from a debt repayment crisis. It is suffering from foreign exchange problem. There is no foreign exchange for imports. Pakistan doesn't have its basics in place as far as the citizens are concerned. The currency is falling vis-a-vis dollar and other currencies around the world. No economic parameter, Pia, at this point of time for Pakistan is working well. And the money is going, as you rightly said, money is going towards harboring terrorism in its state and corruption. The Hukumran of Pakistan, they are enjoying their lives. They have got luxury houses in London and New York and other places, whereas the people of Pakistan, the Awam of Pakistan, continue to suffer. The basic needs of life are not there. There's no electricity. There's no proper water supply in many parts of Pakistan. And of course, the Pakistani is suffering from the problem of in-house terrorism. I think, to my mind, Pakistan is on the brink of a breakup, where we'll see different provinces being broken up. And we don't know who's managing Pakistan. It's the Pakistan army, the ISI, or the so-called Pakistani government, which is playing puppets in the hands of the army. So all in all, it's chaos. And in the midst of this chaos, if an IMF-like bailout comes like this, but hopefully, as IMF said, this will be the last bailout. After this, no more bailout. So we'll have to wait and see as to what happens when Pakistan ends up burning away this tranche of money as well. Well, what will happen to Pakistan thereafter? Because there is no constant flow of money in Pakistan. The taxes are not being collected. The taxes are high. People don't have enough income to pay taxes. There are no exports of Pakistan happening which can bring in foreign exchange reserves. So one needs to wait and see as to what happens to Pakistan after they run out of this tranche of money.